Welcome to this tutorial that describes Searchlight's found file processing capability. This is Searchlight's ability to execute a number of actions upon any file that it finds as part of a search. So, let's begin by executing the search definition postcode search that is installed out of the box. At the end of the search, Searchlight reports that 21 files have been found, and in order to view the results, we must select the Yes button, whereupon the search results screen is displayed. There is a separate tutorial that describes the results screen in some detail, so we won't repeat that in this tutorial. In order to access the found file processing options, we must first select the File Names Radio button, whereupon the names of the found files are displayed, and the Process Found Files button is enabled. Next, select the Process Found Files button, whereupon the Process Found Files dialog is displayed. The Process Found Files dialog provides many powerful features which I will now describe. The list box displaying the list of found file names is a multi-select list box. Individual file names can be selected by clicking on them, or multiple file names can be selected by holding the Control key, and then selecting a file name. Alternatively, all of the file names listed can be selected by checking the Select All checkbox. The operations performed, in accordance with the options selected in the lower panel of the screen, will be performed upon the files selected in the top list box. If the Copy checkbox is checked, then on selecting the OK button, the selected files will be copied to the directory, as specified by the Selected Files to Directory field. If the Zip checkbox is checked, then the copied files will be automatically zipped up into a single file. If the Adjacent Overwrite checkbox is checked, then if the file already exists, it will be automatically overwritten with the copied file. If the Encrypt checkbox is checked, then on selecting the OK button, the selected files will be encrypted and saved in the directory as specified by the Selected Files to Directory field. If the Zip checkbox is checked, then the encrypted files will be automatically zipped up into a single file. If the Adjacent Overwrite checkbox is checked, and the file already exists, then it will be automatically overwritten with the encrypted file. It should be noted that if any files are encrypted, then they will be encrypted using the public key file, as defined in the public key file drop-down list box. If the Delete Selected Files checkbox is checked, then any file selected in the top list box will be deleted. However, files will only be deleted once any copy or encrypt actions have been completed. If the Create Text File checkbox is checked, then Searchlight will create a text file, with the file extension specified, containing a command that will be executed against each of the selected files. By default, the prefix command is set to copy, the suffix command is set to c:temp, and the file extension is set to bat. Thus, in the example shown, if the Create Text File checkbox is checked, then a batch file would be created, with commands contained within it, that would copy all of the selected files to the c:temp directory. So, if we did generate a batch file, for all of the files found in this example, then this is what it would look like. As you can see, the prefix is the command copy, and it's followed by the full file name, and then the c:temp directory name. As such, if this batch file was to be executed, then all of the found files would be copied to the c:temp directory. It's worth mentioning that any command could be generated in place of the copy command as shown here. For instance, the copy command could be replaced by the name of another program, and the file name could be an input parameter to that program. Any script file created will be saved in the Searchlight Scripts directory, and it will be named with a timestamp representing the time at which it was created. Searchlight's found file processing feature is an extremely powerful mechanism, as it provides complete control and flexibility on how to process any of the files that Searchlight finds. Well, that concludes this tutorial on Searchlight's found file processing capability. I hope you found it useful, and don't forget to check out the many other Searchlight tutorials available. And thank you for watching.